Morning, Crypto Mark back for the next installment of the weekly wallet tracking journey for the KRC20s, which are Kaspa meme coins. Quick recap if you're new. Actually, this is week 26, so 6 months to the week. I said that last week, but I counted too early. I'd shot too early. It was only week 25. So yeah, basically these tokens down the left hand side, you can see the ones in blue we think are fairly much okay. The ones in green a bit dubious as to whether they're still going or they're dying off or they're dead, in fact. And the red ones are the ones that we think are dead, just off the tracking journey. So bought in and around the vast majority of them 6 months ago, with the exception of a couple which we'll come on to, and just charting the progress every week, pretty much. Dates at the top, amounts, what the value is. Again, for quite a while I've been a little bit sketchy if whether these are 100% accurate, true values. I take them off the wallet that I bought them through. Well, not that I bought them through because I transferred a different wallet. I take them off the wallet value, and it fluctuates a little bit, and it fluctuates a little bit differently to what the chart looks like. But I'm not going into the far end of it, to be honest, because especially when we're looking at like small amounts, like like $11. It was $9 here, $11. It is what it is, really. I don't see the value of 100% stripping everything apart and looking into them when the monetary amounts are so menial. Just get the idea of charting the journey. The big ones I'm confident are the right prices, the ones that are doing as well, because I look more deeply into them. So yeah, that's where we're at. So the wallet value is $201. Start off at 218, so we're down. Last week was the first week it was actually up, 277. But if you buy quite a number of tokens and spread yourself quite thin, bearing in mind these projects were all brand new more or less when I got them, you've got nothing to go off essentially, really, in terms of when people say do your own research. Excuse me. Do your own research, make sure you're buying the right thing for you, that kind of thing, and that applies. So please take that on board for this point of video as well. This isn't any financial advice. This is just my take on things. But when the projects are that new, you've got limited information to research. There's nothing there because it hasn't happened yet, basically. So you're just reading like a statement or almost like a business plan, and you're getting the feel for it. Yeah, I'm going to get involved with this. I like the look of it, or no, I'm not. But that's as much as you've got, really, your gut instinct. But what you do want to happen is something to do really, really well, which has happened. Invariably, some will die, again, which has happened. Not necessarily through malice, or some of them might be on behalf of the projects. They might have created it just to grab some money, then shut it down and leave. But they were around for quite a while, if I'm honest, so it's more like they just bled out, if I'm honest with you, and momentum shifted away a little bit. Kaspa didn't get on the things it was hoping to get on as quickly as it did, and they kind of just died off. I think that's more the case than anything else, if I'm honest with you. Some of them are treading water and just trying to hang in there. Some of these green ones, I'm hopeful might just be doing the same, but behind the scenes, and come back when the limelight comes back to KRC20. So yeah, that's where we're at. Wolfie's top performer as per usual. Cranky is second, third, 25. Pluto, we'll talk about Pluto in a bit more detail in a minute. It's actually been, it was $95, it was $140, it was $9. It all appeared that way within the space of a week, and that's why I'm saying to you, I don't think that the wallet recording data is 100% accurate, because surely those swings didn't happen. Didn't drop 15x and then go back up 10x the next day. But there's something going on with it, which I'll show you in a minute, which I think is what's affecting how it's presenting at this moment in time, because it's still getting going and it's still getting listed and all that sort of stuff. So I'll show you all that in just a sec. So yeah, the wider viewpoint, let's have a little look. I've got some things open in the background. Kaspa down a little bit to 7.7 cents. Again, I was alluding to last week, you feel you're getting this is crypto in a nutshell for me for the last however many years, 4 or 5 years I've been in it. You feel like things are going okay, and then there's a war. There's always something happening. It feels as though crypto, in a sense, is just built on a deck of cards, basically, for want of a better way of putting it. And every so often, someone pulls it and it crumbles, and then it builds back up again, and then it crumbles, and then it builds back up again. And it's always in that period of fully waiting to fully explode, be taken on in the mainstream by much more people, go on massive runs, do great things. But there's always just that element of something happens which pulls it back, holds it back, stops it for a limited time. And this is part of it. This is part of the, well, what's the next thing going to be sort of scenario, but it will get there, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. It's just the hard yards at the beginning of something that's worthwhile. Basically, that's how I see it. So, yeah, and they all react. They're so quick to react, the cryptos, to everything else. Everything that's going on. People pull their money out, put it somewhere else, and it is what it is. Everything follows Bitcoin to a degree as well. So when Bitcoin's up, prices go up. Even when it rallied like 5-6 grand a couple of weeks ago or whenever it was, prices rallied good, and then when it comes down 3 grand, prices drop. And it's like, yeah, it's just one of those things. It's the nature of it. So there we are. That's me 2 pence on that. So Kas FYI, let's have a look. I'll show you what I mean with. Well, actually, we'll look at the top KRC20 tokens first. So what we've got here, Zeal up 120%. Wow, it's absolutely flying. Zeal, look at it, 38 million. Crikey! Literally an hour ago it was 29. It's absolutely flying. So Zeal, if you don't know, is going to be the first swap on, well, for KRC20s. And I've got some details I can show you, actually, the examples of how you do the swaps and things. I've been testing it myself. It's in testnet at the moment. I think it's going to be coming near to going live, hopefully a few weeks, perhaps, something like that. But yeah, it was underneath Nacho last week, and it's just absolute rocket shipped in the past week. It had the potential to do that. I've spoke about the swaps, and I spoke about, but I haven't got into it. I haven't bought any, and I did think, like, it's a swap. There's only so much to them, limited. But then history would suggest otherwise when you look at Uniswap and PancakeSwap and the numbers they did. So probably my bad that I've missed that, if I'm honest. I haven't necessarily missed it. It's only 38 million, but I'm not buying anything on 120% pump, that's for sure. So right, there we go. Nacho still second. PBCas can go. It's the same. It's the same guys in the same, more or less in the same slots. Cranky we've still got doing well. That hasn't changed. That's been quite stagnant, and I don't mind that, if I'm honest with you. I'd rather the project is just settled than huge wild up and downs. It shows that they've got a settled business plan, not a business plan, a settled sort of set of followers, investors, and that there's not people just buying, cheating, and jumping out and running away, and then all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's good. Pac-Man is coming. That's been on my radar, if I'm honest with you, for this project. Small market cap. For this project, I mean this wallet tracking journey. It has been on my radar. Bit of insider info. I haven't bought any as yet, but it is on my radar. Okay, so let's have a look. What should we look at? I'll show you how you do these swaps. So it says here currently on testnet. This is Zealous swap, Casplex Zealous swap, EVM compatible. So you basically use MetaMask. And you connect your MetaMask wallet up here. We'll do it. I'll show you how you do it, actually. Well, I'll just show you it being done. There'll be guides on. There are guides on YouTube as to how you set all this stuff up, how you set your MetaMask wallet up, because I followed one, so there is guides for that. I'll find the link for the one I followed and I'll put it in the description. So get me MetaMask up. I was just signed into it before. Right, okay, so you copy your wallet address, which is here, and you'll see here your MetaMask, it's on Casplex testnet. So I'll copy my wallet address, and then you pop your wallet address in there. And this is just a test wallet, effectively. and you claim 50 kas. Right, you will receive 50 kas soon. You can only claim every 24 hours, so if you try and claim again, you can only claim every 24 hours. And then if you go back to here, Zealous swap, again the website's at the top there if you can see it. I'll connect my wallet. MetaMask, that's it. That's the wallet there, yeah, connect. Right, so it's connected to my MetaMask wallet. And as you can see, we do have a balance. Let's go on MetaMask. Yeah, I've added liquidity, I've done all sorts of stuff. A couple of things failed. Again, this is probably why, well, this will be why it's in testnet, to be honest. So yeah, we've got 13 kas there. The one that failed, I think, is because I tried to request another 50 when I'd done it the other day. And obviously you're only allowed 50 Kaspa per 24 hours. So that's right, isn't it, in terms of Kaspa will be. No man, what am I doing? Yeah, what am I doing here? Lost my train of thought. 13 Kaspa, yeah. Is that right? How many did it give us? 50? If it give us 50 and we've only got 13, that's no good, is it? Maybe it's just taking a while for the funds to come through. Yeah, because there's definitely 50 a giveaway on there, isn't it? Claim 50 kas. Please wait, you can claim again and your wallet address, click claim. See 50 kas after a few minutes. Right, well, I've done it the other day, it was instant. Pretty much the 50 Kaspa came straight away. Obviously, there's a bit of a delay for whatever reason, so that's fine. Again, it's testnet, so these are the sort of things that get ironed out. So yeah, but yeah, what you can do is you can do swaps. So you can swap to test Kango. So obviously these will not have test when it goes live. So the idea is basically it's a DEX and you swap for your tokens. So we can swap for some natural. We'll go, I don't know, we'll just go for 1. And you receive that much natural, and that's the fee, 0.07. So you swap it, and you just sign it on MetaMask. If you're not used to MetaMask, it's just looking at what it's trying to do, 1 kas, fee, interacting with that wallet. And that'll be it done. Yeah, it's confirmed at the bottom. Done. Swap successful. There you go. You can add that to your wallet. Chances are it's already there, if I'm honest. Oh no, actually it's not. So I will add it to my wallet. Natural, yep, add token. And then when you go into your MetaMask, you'll be able to see Natural is there as an asset. I think I bought some the other day. Yeah, I've obviously bought some the other day. So that's that. That's good. That's fine. There's liquidity. So this is where if you add liquidity, you get fees as the reward for adding liquidity. So my positions, for example, you've got to add the same amount of both tokens, so value amount. So if you add $1 of wrapped kas and $1 of Kaspi, you can create a liquidity pool valued at $2 in total. So this is what I did do. Pool details, total value. So I added 20. Must have added 20 cents worth of value of wrapped kas and wrapped Kaspi at the time, and then that provided 40 cents, and you get a percentage of the share. It's not shown there. It's probably because it's too small, or just because it's in test. But basically, what you then expect to see is that you would receive fees as a reward for putting liquidity in, and that's why they do it. So people will put their tokens in as liquidity to keep everything smooth, balanced, and making sure there's enough liquidity to run things. I'm going to remove that actually and see what happens. Again, this is just for playing around with and testing. I would recommend, if you're going to be interested in things like this, in these tokens, Zealous Swap's probably the place to be buying them when it does get released properly. So it could well be worth your while and just jumping on here and having a play around. Because then you're not doing any damage. It's free. It's pretend Kaspa you're using. What you don't want to be doing is going into things like this, bit blind, not really know what you're doing, and then making a mistake and costing yourself money or what have you. So stake, what's these infinity pools? So yeah, again, you can stake tokens and receive an APR back, approximate APR. I've done these sort of pools before in farms and things like that, where at the beginning the rate is really high, but you kind of need to start taking your rewards. I found, because I didn't, and then before not too long the rate came right down, and it was just like it wasn't worth it. It always seems to be like the earlier people get the better result out of it. So here as well, you can only be able to test mode whenever we deploy the mainnet. Yeah, it's going to have NFTs on here as well. So yeah, it's good. It's got it looks like it's got everything it needs to have, if I'm honest with you. People will do this liquidity and things. You can make good money off getting fees and adding liquidity, and you can take your liquidity out as well at any point. So it is good. Yeah, so I like it, and when it comes out, it's going to be the place to go, I think, pretty much to buy things. What I have noticed on Kaspa bot is good. Kaspa bot is good for buying tokens, but if you want to sell any, you've got to offer a price, and then you've got to wait for somebody to buy them. So it's not like you're selling it peer to peer. You're selling it to somebody else. But if there's nobody looking to buy it, then it's not going to sell. And if you price it incorrectly, then it's not going to sell. So with this, you're selling in real time. There's a price, a value, so you can buy and you sell at the value price. So yeah, there is that. I haven't tried to sell anything on the Kaspa bot, to be honest, but I have bought on there quite a few times. And that's me buying off other people, like I've just explained there. But yeah, that's that. So Pluto, we're going to talk about that, weren't we? I forgot about that. Right, I'll show you on here first. Yeah, we are. They're in the middle of doing things. So if you remember, when we've looked at this last week, it was up loads, the chart was looking good, blah blah blah. It had it still got the whole account, that in fairness. It had the volume, it had quite a bit going on here. It had the amount, had the price, had the market cap, had the volume, had the chart. And now we come in here and you look, and it looks like it could be getting coloured in green or red on where the spreadsheet is potentially dead. But there's more to it than that. So if we look at Pluto on here, it looks as though they're busy remodeling, redoing things. So the Telegram's there, and that's fine, that does work. Still got the same coin exit 2 million, blah blah blah. So there's a new website which we'll click on and have a look at in a minute. Zealous swap are coming. When that's up and running, you'll be able to swap this on there. The socials are being updated, and also if you look here, I have June 11th, 3 days ago, I've submitted the token info for Pluto to KAS FYI. So I think what happens is that KAS FYI probably just scrapes the tokens as it finds them when they come on, when they're like available. But then if a proper application goes in, it makes it like more of an official submission. So I think what's happened, and I've seen it happen a few times with tokens on KasFYI, where they were on very, very early, then they were gone and it was all clear, and then they're back on again, but it's more so when it's been officially listed on KasFYI, if that makes sense. I could be wrong. If I am, I'll be grateful if anyone with a bit more knowledge could point that out, but that's how I would envisage it happening. It's just randomly picked up from the metadata, and the details I put on there as best they've got, that they scrape it from, like the blockchain. But then when an official request goes on, it's cleared down and the proper information's put on with all the updated links, etc. Because obviously if they're updating all the socials, all those links are going to change on here. So is this the right website? Might be actually, It looks like that might have just automatically updated. But we'll tell you what, we'll have a look properly to see. It looks like that, doesn't it? Yeah, well, there's the proper website. Cutest kitten in the galaxy by, I'll be on the Kaspa bot right now. Fair launch, community owned, Kaspa blockchain. It hasn't got the holder number on there yet. Where to buy? So this is where you can buy it. Zealous swap coming soon. See, that's coming soon. Coinex coming soon when it hits 2 million. Kaspa bot you can't buy. You can't buy it in these places here. So yeah, looks okay. Looks good. I guess that just takes you to the plain KasFYI that we looked at before. Yeah, so that's just it. I guess that's just in the process of being updated. Therefore, in terms of the amount, the current price that it is, I've got it down as like nigh on $30. How I arrived at that price, because it's not reflecting in the wallet at this moment in time, because again, it's like the info is being removed while it's sorted and then be put back on. How I arrived at that price was by going onto the Telegram bot and mimicking buying the exact amount that I've got, which when I've then converted that amount of Kaspa that you would need to buy, you need to pay to buy that amount of Pluto tokens that I've got. It was that 29.58. So hence that's what I've gone with, because I don't want to have this project come on and then be detrimental to the project just because they're doing things in the background to fix it by putting nothing in there, and then all of a sudden next week it's back on again. It makes it look a bit iffy when I don't think it is. It looks as though it's all kosher, all legit. It's just they're going through that period of firming everything up and getting everything like listed properly. So yeah, there's several posts as well. They're quite active. Nice artwork. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Grovex. Yeah, it was a slow burner. It was a slow start, and then they're coming on, and I guess that's what you want. You just want people that are genuine to be working away in the background, not jumping up and down and saying anything, and then eventually they'll get that moment where they're noticed, and then if they develop on from there, then that's all well and good. So the things they've said they were doing, new website, blah blah blah. Grovex at 500k market cap, Coinex at 2 million. Hibit liquidity is there. Zealous swap soon. Small contract soon. Yeah, looks good. Definitely want to be watching. Yeah. So what else can we look at? Not sure how long we're in. Kaspa.com. I have a little spy on here. We haven't been on here for a few weeks. What we got? So this is the NFTs. Floor price 1300. I should have got one of them when they were a lot cheaper than that. One of them that got away again. I feel like I say that quite a lot, but you cannot buy absolutely everything all the time, can you? This is the thing. You have to try and plot your way through. Wolfpack, that's the Wolfie NFTs. They've got real value because they do get you things in the pub, stroke coffee, get your merch, also things like that. Croak, they've come down. Oh no, is that the real Croak? Is that the real Croak NFTs? Or is that a spin-off? Croak on Kaspa. Yeah, it looks like the real ones, doesn't it? They were a lot more expensive than that. There's the top 10 KRC20s by volume. June 11th, 10 AM in the morning, snapshot. That's not a bad shout, not a bad price for those NFTs, to be fair. $300 floor price. That's someone just selling that though. That's why that's. You can see the rest of them aren't priced at that. There's just somebody selling one for 300. Yeah, fair enough. There's absolutely tons. There's lots more now than what I can remember from the last time I looked. Cassie apes, I still like these. What's the crap with these? All minted. 20, some of them are for now. The floor price was 70 a while back. Mint price 55. Again though, it's all well and good having them, but there's no socials that are coming there with them that I can see. I couldn't find any socials anywhere. There should be something up here. So if it's just a case of that they've been put out there as a set of 400, but there's nothing that comes with it, or there's no talk about them, there's no promotion about them, anything, it's kind of like they might just have been bought and then that's it. What's the impetus for them to now be bought by somebody else? That kind of thing. Again, if anyone knows or has got more of an insight into these ones in particular, please give me a shout. I'll be keen to see. Domains, we've got the KNS, they're still plugging away. They've got 130,000 volume. Prices low to high, so they're 35 to actually mint, so you could buy one if you wanted a bit cheaper, because there's some for sale a bit less. Let's have a look at the crazy ones, see what people are wanting for some of the high ones. What the hell is that? Some of this garbage in it. As if people are going to get these prices for these Ferrari.cas. How much is that? That's ridiculous. 28,700 000. Curious now. 28,700 000. How many zeros? Now what is this? Oh dear man, what's going on here? I'm having a nightmare. Where was that? Kaspa.com. Got too many things up. Here we go. Nah, there's. Oh, you're talking millions. It's not happening. Even 21. Nah. So anyway, there's some people that are thinking they're going to get zillions for some of these addresses and they're not, but that may be more realistic. So yeah, that's that. The leaderboard's going to be the same. I know that's different. That's tokens, marketplace. 41 million. Crikey, it's going up. It's 141%. It's going up like a rocket as we speak. Yeah, so should have got in at the 2 million or whatever it was when it first came out. Again, you live and learn, don't you? That's the way it goes. Right, okay, guys, I'm going to leave it here. I've waffled enough today. Have a play around with that swaps. I'll put the link in how you do that on the video, or where I found the information from anyway. Yeah, and just keep bashing on. I'll be back next week and we'll see where we're at. All good. Cheers, guys.